and we have to put a section onto the tab. You just have to add a section. There you go. And in the section properties, you can give a label to the section, which is MACS, and in that you have to write a small code which is telling the source of the file, the source of the web page, and the size and the frame. So this is a small code snippet which you can add. We'll copy from here and we'll add in the description. And if you want to modify the width and the height, you can easily do it from here. So I think we need to add a few more bits. We'll add, the width seems to be less. Let's make it 900. That looks better. No, more. We'll add some more bit. 1100 would be okay. Yeah. It covers the full page. Yes, it does. So there you go. The new MACS website is available on the service request application. So if you have an internal service request system and you want to give user one application access, then you can easily give Maximo user, and you can place your internal service request website in the Maximo service request application. So we'll quickly go into the service desk service request application, and you can see there's a MACS EU website on the Maximo application. And this is complete MACS website. If it is based on SharePoint, everything is accessible. You can see all the pages. If there's a functionalities, you can register for the next webinars, and everything is available on the Maximo application. I'll quickly go into the conditional formatting. I don't have much time. So if the next topic is how do we change the color, or you can change multiple properties based on the condition and which you define on multiple security groups or one security groups. So conditional formatting of any properties in an application. So that's the topic. For that, we have to quickly go into the application designer, and if you have an access to conditional expression manager where you store all your conditions. So we'll create a new condition which is we call it work order priority. So what we are trying to achieve is that we are defining a condition which is work order priority, and work order priority, if priority is going to be 1, will display the priority in red color. So for that we have to define a condition in conditional expression manager which stores all the conditions. Priority, and T is equals to 1. If you're not sure you have written the right code, you can easily go and verify as a test expression. We are going to use it in work order. and test the condition, test expression. So it's successful. So we have write the right code, and we'll save. Priority 1 and save it. So the next step is to go into the application designer and pick up the application where we want to specify. We want to specify in work order tracking. So we'll go into the work order tracking application, and we'll pick up the list, and for instance we want it to be red. So in the new 7.5, it used to be conditional formatting was used to be in the same table, in the same properties page. Now we have two pages, and the other page is for the advanced. So where do we want to specify? We want to specify it on a signature option, and the signature option we are picking is the read. So whenever somebody tries to read the application, we want the priority, if it is 1, we want it to be red. So we'll write read, and we'll go into the configure conditional properties. We'll add a new row. So we want everyone to have it red. So we'll pick up everyone, and we'll pick up MACS admin as well. And now we have to add the condition which we have just added. Is the work order priority, and now we have to add the condition. So when the condition is true, we want to specify the action, what will happen if the condition is true, and what will happen if the condition is false. So over here we are picking up that when the condition is true, we'll enter a property called CSS class, which is used for changing the color. So, and the color which we are specifying is PG red, and the text is going to be white. So text white is going to be our property. And if you, there are hundreds of things which you can change from here. So if you want to change anything else, you'll go into the select value, and you'll see you have 419 properties which you can change. You can change alignment, you can change it to text, bar links, help, multiple things. You have 419 things available which you can change based on a condition. So we'll save this, and I hope that's done. Just verify if everything is there. Yes. Now we'll quickly go into the work order tracking application, and now you can see that all the data which has a priority of 1 is coming up as red. So that's pretty much all the steps all the hints and tips. And I have a small slide on keep in mind things. So whenever you're designing or working on the application designer, you should be aware that the application designer has a bit changed behavior. When you are, especially when you are working in clusters, if you make a change on one cluster, you are designing and making changes on one cluster, the rest of the clusters are synchronized on time basis. So sometime it happens that you had made a change, a complete change on an on one of the